All right. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good. Let me,
It looks like a gorgeous day there.
it is beautiful. It's hot. Okay, there we go. All right. So we are going to go ahead and get started right away. Let me take control. It's sunny. I just decided I've been inside all day, so I wanted to come outside and just do a little bit of sunshine and do that. So we are making this for suet, and you put suet balls inside. I actually did this last year, but I was looking at the recording and it didn't record very well. I was having technical difficulties. So we're going to do it again. So if you've got your 4 pieces or 5 pieces of number 3 round reed, about 4 feet, I just cut a bunch here. I'm going to stick mine in the water and let it start to get nice and flexible. So if you're weaving with me, Betty, go ahead and put it in the water. I'm going to do
Well, I
that.
think I think I'll be watching today.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right. And then you also need a piece of cardboard that's about 5 by 5. And we're going to poke holes in the corners of them. I just kind of eyeballed it, but just you want them close to the corners, but not too close that it's going to be make the corner, um,
Mhm.
be. So 4 holes in the cardboard, 3, 4. Gonna do that. And let me talk through what we're going to do. We actually start at the larger part, and that's what this is. This is going to be the size of the top.
Oh,
So we do that, and then we're going to weave and weave, weave, and we're going to get smaller, 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 smaller till we get to the end. And then we're just going to wrap it up, and you can decide what you want to do with these at the end. And then this one I had an extra piece of reed hanging around, so I made a little handle with reed. But today I'm going to use some suede to make my little handle because I'm doing some blue. So um, I'm lucky enough, let me just show you guys, lucky enough to have a nice little pool. So, which is awesome. And all right, let me just give these a feel. I think we are ready to get going. So first thing you want to do is cut 5 pieces of, I'm using number 3. I think you could use number 4. You probably could use number 2, maybe. If, it'll be, you probably need a little bit longer piece if you're going to do smaller. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I'm going to,
and
let's
those
see.
are 4 feet.
These are about 4 feet. Yeah.
I'm taking notes because I saw it. I wouldn't use it for suit, but I was thinking, how can you tighten that up to make it for like a bird nest for the bird to put a nest in?
Oh yeah, you could do that. If you did that, you might want to, if you want it a little bit tighter, you might want to have longer pieces. That's all, because it'd take more to make it tighter. But that's a great idea. Okay, so oops, this is my favorite pool toy. It's my thing that I sit in and float around in the pool. Okay, I'm gonna take 4 pieces. Let me get these separated here. Get one of them out. All right, let me flip over to the overview camera. Replace, and let me pull this over here. We'll get that out of the way. Oh, it's got a nice shadow. Let's see if we can. Might have to do that. All right, we're gonna. I forgot about the shadows. All right, well, we'll try like this and see how we do. All right, so I've got 4 pieces. Um, Obviously, color doesn't matter. We're gonna just poke them through, and I'm gonna leave, I don't know, 1, 2, about 3 inches. Yeah, there we go, about 3 inches poking through. And people have woven with me before know a lot of times things are just an ish. We're gonna do an ish. All right. So we got pieces hanging out. We'll take care of those at the very, very end. All right, let me see. I'm just gonna see if we can. That might be better. Okay. All right. So we got all four pieces in the four corners. We're gonna take our fifth piece and we're gonna slide it in. Again, I'm gonna leave a little tail. I'm sliding it in so it is under or to the inside of the top left corner, and it is outside on the top right corner. Okay, that's our first step.
Okay, it's on the inside, on the
On
first,
the inside here, on the side, and on the outside over here.
okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna hold this piece.
Okay. Okay. No sound. No sound. No sound. Oh, Okay, I can't hear her. She doesn't realize her sound's not on. No sound.
How's that? Hear me now?
Oh, now I can hear you.
Yay. Okay. I'm
You
sorry.
were
So I'm
just
like,
talking away there, and I knew you pretty much what you were saying, but and following you along, but I couldn't hear you.
okay. So let me just repeat. So we just keep folding and going to the inside until we get to the bottom where it's a pretty small
Yeah.
opening. Okay. And you can decide when you want to stop. But all right. So I'm gonna hang right there. So once you do that, then you're just gonna take all your pieces and you're gonna grab them. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And I'm gonna get some water on one of these. All right, I'm just wetting one of these really good. I'm gonna just take this, I'm gonna take one of them and you want it wet so it's nice and flexible. And I'm just going to go around. So I made this one a little bit smaller than the other one, but same technique and you guys can decide. So wrap around a few times. Want it to end that. And then I'm just going to take it, maybe I didn't wrap too tight. And let's see if I can do this here. Stick it up the middle. I didn't bring my all out. Maybe. Let's see. Didn't bring my all out. Let me see if I can make a hole without cutting it. There. All right. Little angle on it to help me push it through there. There we go. Keep going. Okay. Well, all right. It's being ornery with me. The idea is you want to push it up through the middle, and I didn't bring my tweezers out or my pliers, but there we go. Yay. Okay. So I'm pushing it and I'm just gonna take it and pull it tight. There we go. Okay, so wrap, 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 and then stick it up through to tighten it up. Okay,
Okay.
all right. Okay, so that's, I know it looks a little wonky right now, so we're gonna now take it off of our cardboard. Taking it off. I'm just gonna dip it in water and get those pieces wet again.
Okay.
Do that real quick. Okay. Okay. So now we've got these, we got 5 pieces that are hanging out, the 4 that we had in the cardboard, and then the one we added. So the birds don't care about our edging. So what I do is I just kind of take it and let's see. So this one's on a, I just kind of look for a spot to stick it in that's gonna hold it. So that those kind of went out there. This one actually, I might bend backwards. Let's see. I'm gonna bend this one backwards. And let's see, maybe tuck it in there. So you're just looking for places that you can secure them. And there's no right or wrong answer. We're just looking for a spot. We're gonna.
It's sort of like freeform weave.
Yeah, it is. It is. So again, so just make sure these guys are wet when you do it, and then just look for a spot to stick them in, and then we'll trim these extras off. See what we got over here. Let's see. We'll take this one. I think let's see. We'll go over. Maybe we'll go in between these guys. There we go. Then we'll kind of lock that one in. All right. I think they are all locked in. I'm just going to trim them a little bit. Now, a couple of things. If you want to leave these guys long, the light birds will actually land on them. And even though they're like flimsy, light birds will, they just think about the little branches that they hang out on, right? So if you want to leave them out, you can. Okay, so that's that. I'm taking it now and just kind of shaping it a little bit, giving it a little bit so it looks like a tornado. Think of they look like a little tornado.
It
And
does.
then I kept these really long. So this is another thing. You can trim them up. So like on this one, I trimmed them to different lengths.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Um, this is another area if you want to leave them long and kind of these are probably a little bit too long, but you could leave them a little bit long. Again, the birds like to grab onto them. Things like nuthatches that like to go up and down the trees like to grab onto them, but you can decide. I'm just going to go ahead and trim these. I like trimming things to different lengths just because.
Could you bring that up as a handle, those extra, or would that not work?
So your long one that you did this with,
Uh,
you could bring it up all the way through the center. Let's get it up there. And then you could use this to make a little handle.
oh, yeah. Okay.
So yeah, yes, you could do that. On this one, I just took an extra piece of reed and I did a small loop, went up, did a loop over on this side, and then just kept twisting and then came back around and twisted back. So that's how I made that one. And then because this one had, there we go, blues in it, I thought I would just take a piece of blue suede. I don't know, however long.
Will that be too soft?
Not to hang. I think it'll hang on something fine.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I would just tie it on. So I'm just gonna make a knot. So yeah, you want to make sure you make a knot that's gonna secure knot like a surgeon knot, right over left, left over right.
Yeah.
And then to the other side. Gotta make it even here. Do a knot over here. I might grab one more piece. There we go. All right. So the way I use these, oh, I should have had one that had suet in it, is I make suet balls. So I buy those squares of suet. I don't make
Yeah.
my own, but you can make your own too if you're very ambitious. There we go. Let's cut that one off. All right. And then I have a little handle.
Well, that's really, yeah.
Okay. So I take the suet and I keep it cold, and then back to me. There we go. I keep it cold, and then I take a fork and I break it up, and then I take those pieces and I make little balls. So about hand size, and they fit nicely into the center of these. And then I just plop the little balls in, and then I hang them out. So we have woodpeckers, nuthatches, even the blue jays like them. So
I've
that's
never put feed out for our birds. Our birds don't stay around a lot. I mean, they'll come in flocks, like we'll have once in a while cardinals, and it might be months before you see them again.
well, we're very lucky. I keep one feeder up year round with some small seed in it. But then come fall, because we get a lot of the migratory birds that come through as well. Then I have several feeders that I have up. I put one with just black sunflower seeds on a like platform kind of thing. And then I have a few different feeders that we have at. I like to see the birds, so
Yeah,
they're
I
fun.
miss birds.
Yeah.
And we have pigeons. Well, I call them pigeons. They're doves.
Yeah.
We have a lot of they're crows, ravens.
Yeah.
We do have a woodpecker. Not
Okay.
woodpecker, but flickers. And
The
the
flickers.
flickers
Yep.
eat
The
all
flickers. Yeah, they like the suet too. All
they're
that whole
hummingbirds.
family of woodpeckers.
We do have about 5 or 6 hummingbirds in the wintertime
Ooh.
that buzz but they're not around during the summer. There's usually one around, but they will not feed out of the feeder.
Got
If
it.
you they won't feed. It's a
Huh.
waste of feed
Well,
up in
that's,
the summertime.
yeah. I have a big honeysuckle bush that the hummingbirds like.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Well, we mesquite, and all they do is drop pods. I
Gotcha.
mean,
Gotcha.
tree situation is one kind only.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
So,
well, that's what I have for today. So if you make one, Betty, I'd love to see a picture. And then I'll have to get some suet out and see if I can get some pictures of the birds on them. So,
great.
yeah. All
Okay.
right. Well, sorry for the technical difficulties. And
Okay.
I will talk to you later.
Okay. Thanks a
All right.
lot. Enjoyed
Okay.
this. Bye
Good. Bye-bye. Bye.